absolutely. And when we do that, give credit where credit is due, we build relationships. And that is a way, and a lot of folks don't use that. Not only do they not use the opportunity, they abuse and shut a door that could have been open to them by simply recognizing the work of others and building upon that work. So one of the things that's really key in the ICN, I Change Nations community, Dr. Clyde Rivers, who is a founder of ICN, often says that as leaders, we are to be voices, not echoes. And as characterpreneurs, we build upon the brilliance of those who have preceded us and those who are our colleagues, giving full credit to those who have inspired or created a foundation upon which we can then platform and even create new and different ways of doing things. It's not necessarily better, right? People get really consumed with the idea of better or worse, but different ways to reach people who've not been reached yet because they haven't heard a voice, they haven't seen work that allows them to connect and be their best self. So as characterpreneurs, we are totally committed to doing the work, to be a voice, while doing exactly what you just said, Heshi, and that is giving full credit to those who have been a part of the process of creating new ways to connect and new ways to do.
Say, I do. That's so important. Because how many of us are with people who say they're going to do something and they never get it done? So my thing is, if I say I'm going to do something, I do it before I go to bed. I literally don't go to bed until it's done. People have gotten information from me at 3, 4 in the morning because I wouldn't go to bed until it was done. So I think that's something, and I teach that.
To deal with unethical situations in businesses is to realize that every single decision that we make is a seed. And seeds, in most cases, are invisible. You're not going to see how the seed is going to grow. So before you know it, this seed grows and becomes a beanstalk, or it becomes a huge tree that is impossible at that time now to deal with. So it is always critical to know this particular decision that I'm going to take is a seed. And is this seed going to grow to help my business? Or is it going to grow and become a root in great areas to start and begin to destroy the structures that this business have already erected?
Wow, that is powerful. And to think about just that, right? You start the culture with the little white lie that seems totally innocent, doesn't hurt anyone, but it shows how you do.
It's really hard to really say what not to do. However, I would say that relationships are key. If the individual is not willing to make the same level of investment that you are, then that would be a sign. I think the second thing would be their level of experience. So when you are looking for a partner, you need to have someone that's going to bring something to the table that you don't have. And that something could be relationships, it could be experience, it could be cash, it could be assets. You want to make sure that that partner has something that you need and you have the ability to reciprocate so that you can have a very good venture.
That's great.
You know, not always will you have people that are like you, and it could even be leadership.
You need to create and build a brand, build a product, or build a category.
Oh, yes, I love that. 3 things. You all take notes. Very good. Build a product, build a brand, or build a category.
And usually, and this goes for well-established companies, what a well-established company usually has is, it's not only because we have a sales force that we're going to do great, it's because we have established sales channels who are going to be other people, third parties who are going to help the company move the product. So it's not only about the branding of how good our product is, it's how good our product and our business proposal is to the sales channel, to the reseller, to the retailer. Why? Because they want to have our product and our service so they can resell it and they can make a profit out of it. So our business proposal, or the business proposal of this companies, has to be very good, not only to say that the product, I'll go back to the glasses, is a very good product, very good quality, but it has to be a great business proposal to all of that chain that is going to take the product from my warehouse. At some point, this wasn't a warehouse, and it's going to go to the end customer.
And that's what we say, right? If I was thinking clearly, if I was thinking right, I would have never done that. I wasn't myself. And so as a leader, you always want to make sure that you position yourself to always be your best self. If that's the right diet, exercising, spiritually taking care of yourself, mentally taking care of yourself, giving yourself the proper rest, and everything that you can do to operate at a high plateau or high productivity.
I mean, that is powerful, Dr. Well, position yourself to be your best self. So in all of that, and what I pulled out for our note takers here in the Characterpreneur Program, 2 key things you just mentioned as you were sharing so powerfully with us that can prevent you from doing just that, positioning yourself to be your best self: fatigue and people pleasing.